This is your love and relationship garden, and as you enter this sacred space, you might notice something beautiful. Heart-shaped seedlings are already beginning to emerge from the soil as if they've been waiting for your arrival. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today we're cultivating your mind garden. This is an activation designed to increase every good thing in your life, to refine your inner soul and help you accelerate and increase every aspect of your existence. Right now, as you're listening to this, something extraordinary is happening in your neural pathways. I want you to know this isn't just another activation, although I do a lot of them. This is the moment when you discover that you've been carrying around the keys to a garden that's been cultivating itself in the depths of your consciousness, waiting for this exact moment when you'd be ready to claim what's already yours. You might not realize yet how this garden has been waiting for you, growing in the quantum field of your awareness. But as I speak these words, something ancient and wise within you is beginning to remember. Because the truth is, you didn't find this activation by accident. This activation found you. And right now, in this very instant, the soil of your subconscious mind is already preparing itself for the most magnificent cultivation you've ever experienced. Now, I know you might be thinking this sounds too good to be true, but what if I told you that every successful person, every master manifester, every individual who seems to effortlessly create their reality has discovered this same secret garden? What if the only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is simply learning how to tend the garden that's been flourishing inside you all along? You can feel it, can't you? That subtle shift in your energy as your consciousness begins to expand. That tingling sensation of possibility that's starting to move through your entire being. Because right now, as we speak, your future self, the version of you who has mastered this garden, who lives in complete abundance, love, and creative power, that version of you is reaching back through time, extending their hand to guide you into this moment of awakening. Here's what's fascinating. The moment you inherited this cosmic garden was the moment you were born. But you've been looking for it in all the wrong places, in the external world, in other people's opinions, in circumstances beyond your control, when all along it's been here, in the infinite landscape of your own consciousness, growing more potent and more magical with every experience you've ever had. You might be surprised to discover how natural this feels, how effortless your mind begins to embrace concepts that seemed impossible just moments ago. Because your consciousness is designed for this level of creation. Your imagination is not just a fun escape. It's the most powerful reality-shaping tool in the universe. And you're about to learn how to wield it like the master gardener you were born to be. As you continue to listen, you can already sense that something fundamental is shifting in your perception of what's possible. The boundaries between your inner world and your outer reality are beginning to dissolve. And in their place, something far more exciting is emerging. The recognition that you are not separate from your desires. You are not waiting for permission to create your dream life. You are not at the mercy of circumstances beyond your control. You are the gardener. You are the garden. You are the harvest. And the most extraordinary part, this garden has been preparing the most magnificent abundance for you, and it's ready to reveal itself right now. So take a moment to simply allow yourself to feel the excitement building in your chest as you realize that everything is about to change. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to step through a dimensional threshold that most people never even know exists, and you're going to claim your birthright as the master of reality creation. Your future self is already celebrating what's about to unfold. Can you feel this joy? Can you sense their excitement as they watch you finally discover what they've known all along? The forgetting ends now. That searching ends now. That waiting for someday ends right now. Welcome to your mind garden activation. Welcome to the moment your entire life trajectory shifts into a higher timeline. Welcome to the beginning of you finally living as the magnificent creator you were born to be. Now, as you settle into this moment of recognition, I want you to understand something that might be completely revolutionary to how you see yourself and your power. You are not just someone who tends a garden. You are not just someone who visits a garden. You are the gardener. You are the garden. You are the harvest. Notice how the air around you might feel different now, almost charged with possibility. And here's what's extraordinary. This garden of yours doesn't exist in just one dimension. Right now, as you continue to listen, you begin to feel how this garden exists simultaneously across multiple layers of your experience. This is happening in the quantum field of your awareness. There's the garden in your imagination, vivid, colorful, alive with creative potential. There's the garden in your emotional body where feelings of abundance, love, and joy are already beginning to sprout. There's the garden in your physical reality where your actual circumstances are preparing to shift and align with your deepest desires. But perhaps most fascinating of all is the garden that exists in the eternal now, that dimension where your past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. You can feel it now, can't you? That strange sensation that your future self is already harvesting the fruits of the seeds you're about to plant. That your past self somehow knew this moment would come. That your present self is the bridge between what was and what's becoming. The sound of my voice might be creating ripples in your consciousness right now. And as those ripples spread, you might notice that the gap between who you are now and who you're becoming is starting to collapse. Not because you're forcing it, but because time itself is more fluid than you've been taught to believe. You might find yourself feeling more energized, more alive, as if every cell in your body is remembering its original design for abundance and joy. That's because you're not listening to words, you're receiving activations, frequency upgrades, dimensional shifts that are rewiring your entire system. And as this awakening continues to unfold, you can trust that your consciousness is expanding in exactly the perfect way for you. You were never separate from this garden. You were never outside looking in. You've always been in the consciousness that creates, tends, and harvests your reality. You're simply remembering how to do it consciously, deliberately, with the full power of your awakened awareness. Now, as your consciousness continues to expand, I want you to sense there's a shimmering threshold just ahead of you. You might not see it with physical eyes, but you can feel it. That electric sensation in the air that tells you something extraordinary is about to be revealed. This is the dimensional portal to your cosmic mind garden, and it's been waiting for this exact moment when you're ready to step through. The threshold itself seems to pulse with an opalescent light, shifting between colors that don't even have names in your current reality. As you approach, you might notice that your entire energy field is beginning to harmonize with this portal, as if it recognizes you, as if it's been calibrated specifically for your unique consciousness signature. And now, without any effort on your part, you find yourself stepping through. The first thing you notice is that this garden is unlike anything you could have imagined, yet somehow completely familiar, as if you've been here countless times in dreams you can barely remember. The landscape before you is uniquely yours. Some of you might be seeing rolling hills covered in wildflowers. Others might find themselves in a mystical forest clearing, still others in a crystalline desert oasis or a floating garden in the clouds. Whatever you're experiencing right now is exactly what your consciousness needs to see. Look around and notice the incredible fertility of this space, the soil beneath your feet. And you can feel it, even if you're not physically standing. This soil is rich, with the decomposed dreams and experiences of your entire lifetime. Every challenge you've overcome has become nutrients. Every moment of joy has become minerals. Every lesson learned has become the perfect pH balance for miraculous growth. As you explore further, you begin to discover the most extraordinary gardening tools, each one designed specifically for your unique manifesting abilities. You might find a golden watering can that never runs empty, filled with the elixir of self-love, or perhaps a crystalline rake that clears away old patterns with a single sweep. Some of you are discovering that seeds that glow with their own inner light, each one containing the blueprint for a specific desire. Notice how these tools feel in your hands: substantial, powerful, perfectly balanced for your grip. These aren't just symbols or metaphors, they're actual implements of creation you can use to shape your reality itself. Your future self has been preparing these tools for you, infusing them with the wisdom and power you'll need to manifest your dreams into physical form. And now, as you continue to survey your garden, you might notice that the weather here is interesting. If you're seeing storm clouds, don't be alarmed. Those are actually the old limiting beliefs that have been keeping your dreams dormant. Watch what happens as these storm clouds begin to release their rain. That's not destructive water, that's liquid transformation, washing away everything that's no longer serving you, while providing the exact nourishment your new growth requires. You might be surprised to discover that you can actually direct these weather patterns. With just a thought, you can transform doubt into curiosity rain. With just a feeling, you can shift fear clouds into fertilizing mist. With just an intention, you can clear the skies to reveal the infinite sunshine of possibility that always has been available to you. Some of you might be experiencing perfect clear skies right now, which means you've already done much of the clearing work. Your garden is ready for immediate planting. Others might be in the middle of a magnificent thunderstorm, which means your consciousness is conducting a powerful cleansing and renewal process. And both are perfect. Both are exactly what needs to happen for your unique journey. As you stand in your garden now, breathing in the charged air of infinite possibility, you can feel something profound settling into your bones. The absolute knowing that this place is real, that this power is yours, and that everything you plant here will manifest in your physical reality. With a speed and ease that will amaze you, the garden recognizes you as its master gardener. The tools respond to your touch, the soil eagerly awaits your seeds, the weather patterns dance to your emotional state. This is your domain, your laboratory of creation, your cosmic playground where the impossible becomes inevitable. Now comes the moment you've been preparing for your entire life, the sacred planting ceremony. As you stand in your cosmic garden, you can feel the universe itself holding its breath in anticipation of what you're about to create. This is reality programming at the quantum level, and every seed you plant will send ripples through the fabric of space and time, calling your desires into physical manifestation. You might notice that your garden has naturally organized itself into 4 distinct areas, each one perfectly designed for a different aspect of your magnificent life. Let's begin with the area that's calling you most strongly right now, the Abundance Grove. Feel yourself drawn to a section of your garden where the soil seems to shimmer with golden light. This is your Abundance Grove, and as you approach, you might be surprised to discover that you're already holding a handful of the most extraordinary seeds you've ever seen. These aren't ordinary seeds, they're golden, pulsing with your own inner light, warm to touch, and each one contains the complete blueprint for financial freedom and prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. As you kneel down and begin to plant the first seed, something magical happens. The moment it touches the soil, you can actually feel the quantum field responding, rearranging itself to match the frequency of abundance you're now broadcasting. And here's where it gets extraordinary. The time itself begins to shift and accelerate around the seed. Watch as it immediately begins to sprout, growing at an impossible rate. Within moments, you're witnessing a magnificent tree unfurling before you, its branches heavy with golden fruits that represent multiple streams of income, unexpected windfalls, lucrative opportunities, and financial security that exceeds your every need. Reach up and pluck one of these fruits. Notice how substantial it feels in your hand, how real and how perfectly ripe. Now take a bite and taste your abundance. That flavor flooding your senses right now, that's the actual taste of financial freedom. Your nervous system is recording this moment, creating a vibrational blueprint that your reality will now work tirelessly to match. As you swallow, you can feel this abundance integrating into every cell of your body, becoming part of your identity, part of your expectation, part of your absolute knowing that prosperity is not something you chase, it's something you embody. You are abundance. You have always been abundance. You're simply remembering how to let it flow through you naturally. And as you swallow, you can feel this abundance integrating into every cell of your body, becoming part of your identity, part of your expectation, part of your absolute knowing. That prosperity is not something you chase, it's something you embody. You are abundance. You have always been abundance. Now feel yourself being drawn to another section of your garden where the air itself seems to pulse with the frequency of love. This is your love and relationship garden, and as you enter this sacred space, you might notice something beautiful. Heart-shaped seedlings are already beginning to emerge from the soil as if they've been waiting for your arrival. Notice the plants and see if they're in good condition. Now's your time to tend this part of your garden. The first thing you plant here is the most important seed of all, the seed of radical self-love. And as you place it gently in the earth and water it with your own compassion, something profound happens. You can actually feel your heart expanding, opening, releasing every harsh judgment you've ever held against yourself. This seedling grows rapidly into a magnificent rose bush. Its blooms so beautiful they take your breath away, each flower representing a different aspect of yourself that you're finally ready to love completely. And now something magical begins to happen. As the fragrance of self-love fills the air around you, it acts like the most powerful attractant in the universe. You can sense it happening. Your energy field is shifting, becoming magnetic to the kind of love, friendship, and partnership that your soul has always craved. Other seedlings begin to sprout around you without any effort on your part. These represent the soulmate connections, the deep friendships, the loving family relationships that are now being drawn to you by the irresistible pull of your authentic self-loving energy. You can feel it happening in real time. Somewhere in physical reality, the people who are meant to be in your life are already being guided towards you by invisible threads of connection. Watch as these relationship plants bloom into the most gorgeous flowers you've ever seen, each one representing a bond that will nourish and support you for years to come. The pollination magic happening here is unlike anything in the natural world. These flowers are cross-pollinating with love itself, creating hybrid blooms of intimacy, friendship, and soul recognition that will manifest as the most fulfilling relationships of your lifetime. You can feel it in your chest right now, can't you? That warm, expanding sensation that tells you love is no longer something you seek, it's something you are, something you radiate, something that flows to you and through you as naturally as breathing. And as you continue through your garden, you find yourself in a section that immediately makes you feel more alive, more energized, more vibrant than you felt in years. This is your health and vitality sanctuary. And the first thing you notice is an incredible array of healing herbs and plants that pulse with their own inner light. You begin planting seeds that represent perfect health. Not the absence of illness, but the presence of extraordinary vitality. Energy that seems to regenerate itself, physical strength that surprises you. Mental clarity that cuts through any confusion, emotional resilience that helps you bounce back from any challenge faster than ever before. As these healing plants begin to grow, you discover something amazing. There's a natural spring bubbling up from the earth nearby. Its water is crystal clear and sparkling with what looks like liquid starlight. This is your energy fountain, and as you cup the water in your hands and drink, you can feel it immediately beginning to work at the cellular level. Every sip is like liquid vitality flowing through your bloodstream, reaching every organ, every tissue, every cell, carrying with it the perfect information for optimal health and peak performance. Your body recognizes this water. It's been waiting for this level of nourishment your entire life. And now something extraordinary happens as you stand in this sanctuary. You can actually feel your cells beginning to regenerate, to optimize, to return to their original divine blueprint. It's as if every unhealthy pattern, every limitation, every physical challenge is being rewritten at the most fundamental level. Your body is remembering how to heal itself, how to thrive, how to be the perfect vehicle for your expanding consciousness. The healing herbs around you are now fully grown, and as their healing essence fills the air, you realize that this isn't something you'll experience someday. This transformation is happening right now. Your future self's perfect health is reaching back through time, upgrading your current physical reality, aligning every system in your body with the frequency of optimal wellness. Finally, you find yourself in the most magical section of your garden, a vast wildflower meadow that seems to shimmer with creative potential. This is your artistic genius and where it lives, where your unique gifts and talents are waiting to explode into the world in ways that will amaze you. Instead of carefully planting individual seeds, you find yourself with handfuls of artistic seeds that seem to dance and sparkle in your palms. With pure joy, you scatter them across the meadow, and what happens next defies all logic. They begin to bloom immediately into the most incredible display of creativity you've ever witnessed. Colors that don't exist in ordinary reality begin to explode across the landscape. Ideas take physical form as brilliant flowers that pulse with innovation and inspiration. Creative projects you've only dreamed of manifest as towering sunflowers, their faces turned toward the sun of infinite possibility. You can see your novel blooming as a cascade of morning glories, each flower a perfect chapter. Your business idea unfurls as a magnificent oak tree, its branches representing all the different ways it will grow and prosper. Your artistic talents manifest as an entire rainbow of wild flowers, each color representing a different medium you will master with ease and joy. And here's the most extraordinary part. As you walk through this creative meadow, you can actually harvest insights and inspiration that you can use immediately. Reach out and pluck a flower of creative genius. And as you hold it, feel the download of brilliant ideas flowing into your consciousness. These aren't just fantasies, these are actual innovations, solutions, and artistic visions that your consciousness is now prepared to bring into physical reality. You can feel your creative channels opening, expanding, becoming conduits for the infinite creativity of the universe itself. You're not just someone who has creative ideas, you are creativity. As you stand in this wildflower meadow, surrounded by the blooming evidence of your unlimited creative potential, you can feel something clicking into place at the deepest level of your being. This is who you really are. This is what you came here to create. This is the life that's been waiting for you to remember your power and claim it fully. As you stand in your thriving garden, taking in the magnificence of everything you've created, you become aware of a sound in the distance, the gentle roar of flowing water. As you turn toward this sound, something extraordinary reveals itself. Rising from what seems to be the very center of the universe itself, you discover the source of all creation, an infinite waterfall of pure cosmic consciousness. This waterfall is unlike anything that exists in physical reality. The water appears to be made of liquid light, flowing with streams of golden energy, silver starlight, and crystalline frequencies that contain the vibrational codes of every possibility that has ever existed or ever could exist. This is the source code of reality itself, and it's been flowing since the beginning of time, waiting for conscious creators like you to learn how to direct its power. You can feel yourself being drawn toward this cosmic waterfall, and as you approach, something incredible happens. The water recognizes you, it recognizes your garden, it recognizes your divine authority as a master creator, and it begins to shift its flow in response to your presence. Without any effort on your part, you find you can direct this cosmic water with nothing more than your intention. Point your finger and the flow redirects itself. Think a thought, and the water carries that frequency directly to whatever you're focusing. This is how reality actually works when you remember who you really are. Now direct this mystical water through every section of your garden. Watch as the abundance grove receives a cascade of golden prosperity codes of water, each dropping programming deeper levels of financial magnetism into your consciousness. See how the love and relationship garden drinks in streams of rose-colored water that carry the exact frequencies needed to attract your ideal partnerships and deepen every relationship in your life. The health and vitality sanctuary is now being nourished by emerald streams that carry perfect cellular regeneration information, while your creative expression meadow receives rainbow waterfalls that unlock artistic abilities you didn't even know you possessed. And here's where it truly gets extraordinary. You notice your garden is now overflowing with this cosmic water, and the excess is creating streams that flow downward, cascading to other levels of existence. You can see it happening. Your transformation is creating ripple effects that extend far beyond your personal reality. The overflow from your abundance activation is creating streams of prosperity that flow to everyone in your life, into their gardens. The excess love energy is raising the vibration of every relationship you'll ever have. Your health and vitality upgrades are contributing to the healing of the collective consciousness. Your creativity breakthroughs are inspiring innovations that will benefit countless others. You can feel it now. This isn't just personal transformation, you're becoming a transmission tower for elevated consciousness, broadcasting frequencies of possibility that are upgrading reality for everyone who comes into contact with your energy field. Now something remarkable happens. You feel yourself beginning to rise, your perspective expanding as you lift above your personal garden to witness something that takes your breath away. Spread out below, in perfect geometric patterns, is a vast network of interconnected gardens, each one glowing with its own unique light, all connected by flowing streams of the same cosmic water. From this elevated perspective, you can see that your garden exists on multiple levels simultaneously. Directly below your personal garden is what you recognize as your family garden tier, a beautiful space where the relationships with your loved ones are cultivated and nurtured, and your family's gardens are nurtured as well. You can see the streams from your garden flowing down to water specific areas that represent your relationships and your contribution with each family member. With conscious intention, you direct extra flows of healing water toward any family relationships that need restoration. You send streams of understanding to dissolve old conflicts. You direct currents of appreciation to strengthen bonds of love. You can actually watch as these relationship gardens begin to bloom in response to your focused attention, knowing that these changes are simultaneously occurring in your physical reality. Below that, you can see your friend gardens, a vibrant network of connections that represent your social circle, your collaborators, your chosen family. Again, you direct the cosmic waters with purposeful intention, sending frequencies of joy to deepen friendships, streams of opportunity to create beneficial collaborations, and flows of authentic connection to attract new soul-aligned relationships into your life. And expanding outward from there, you witness community garden tier, the wider circles of influence that include your work environment, your neighborhood, your professional networks, all receiving the same cosmic water flowing through you. Everyone whose life intersects with yours in any way As you send the overflow from your personal transformation to water these community gardens, you can feel yourself becoming a catalyst for positive change on a scale that amazes you. But the most breathtaking sight of all is when you expand your vision to see the global garden. The recognition that every human being on the planet has their own cosmic garden, and all of these gardens are connected by streams of consciousness that flow between them like a vast network of light. You realize that by mastering your garden, by claiming your power as a conscious creator, you're not just changing your own life, you're contributing to the awakening of human consciousness itself. Your transforming is sending ripples of possibility through the planetary grid, inspiring others to remember their own creative power, to claim their own cosmic gardens, to step into the roles of master gardeners of reality. This is your immediate harvest moment. Begin gathering the fruits of your transformation. Every insight you collect, every feeling of empowerment you experience, every moment of clarity about your path forward is actually quantum information that you're encoding into your nervous system for immediate use in your daily life. Reach out and harvest the golden fruits of abundance. And as you do, you can feel specific opportunities and income streams beginning to clarify in your mind. These aren't vague hopes, they're concrete pathways to prosperity that your consciousness is now prepared to walk. Gather the blooms of love and relationship mastery. Feel how your entire approach to human connection has shifted. Collect the healing herbs of perfect vitality. Your body's healing intelligence has been activated, and you can trust that every system is now optimizing itself for peak performance and radiant health. And harvest armfuls of creative inspiration from your wildflower meadow. These are actual innovations, artistic visions, and creative solutions that you can begin implementing immediately. But here's what ensures that this transformation continues long after this activation ends. You're also collecting seeds. These are the seeds of continuous growth, the ongoing ability to plant new desires and watch them manifest with the same speed and certainty you've experienced here today. As you fill your pockets with these seeds, you can feel automatic systems activating in your consciousness, internal gardening protocols that will continue tending your cosmic garden even when your attention is focused on daily life. This garden now exists as a permanent feature of your consciousness. You can go and water it, tend to it, or tend to anyone else's garden at any time. You are the master gardener. And as this closes, something extraordinary happens in the quantum field around you. You can feel it. All the changes that you've initiated, all the seeds you've planted, all the new realities you've activated are now locking into place. Your timeline has officially shifted. The trajectory of your life has been recalibrated to match the frequency of everything you've experienced in the cosmic garden. This is just the beginning. To maintain and amplify this transformation, I want you to remember 3 simple daily practices. First, spend a few seconds each morning seeing your garden in full bloom, feeling the reality of your dreams has already manifested. Second, throughout the day, whenever you face a challenge, ask yourself, what would the master gardener version of me do right now? And third, before you sleep each night, water your garden with gratitude for everything that's growing in your life. I want to hear about the miracles that start showing up in your life because of this activation. Share your experiences in the comments below, not just for me, but for the thousands of other conscious creators who are part of this community. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, put a like on this video. It's the only way people find out about this video. Share this video with your friends and family. And if you're ready to take your reality creation abilities to an even more advanced level, stay tuned for future activations, where we'll be exploring techniques like quantum jumping and dimensional reality bridging and master level manifestation that will stretch the boundaries of what you thought was possible. Remember, you're not just a dreamer of dreams. You are the gardener of realities. You are a sculptor of possibilities. You're a master creator who has remembered their true power. Your cosmic garden is real. Your power is real. Your transformation is real. And you can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. And welcome to The Reality Revolution.